your niche coach, Alicia Lester. Thanks for tuning in. Click subscribe. I need you to. You got to click subscribe so you can continue to get all of this that I'm bringing to you guys. Today, so excuse me, allergies. Today on Get Your Shit Together, we are going to be talking about another day of grief. Good grief. Huh. For those that don't know, I lost my mother in June of this year, June 7th, right? From COVID. And you don't think about all the things that you have to go through and all the things you have to do and how life keeps going and keeps going and going and going. You still have to be these kids' mother. Still got to be this man's wife. I still have to be a life coach to my clients. I still have to make sure that I am showing up for my family. Still got a grocery shop. Sorry. Still have to, you still got to keep it moving. Still got to eat. Still have to do all of these things. Okay? And just when you think that you have mastered all of these things, grief will sneak up like a thief in the night. I promise you. It'll sneak up and knock you off your square, right? And if you don't take the proper steps, you'll stay down there. I promised myself that I wouldn't stay down there. But do I get there? Oh, yeah. You know, grief, now I understand why grief kind of mixes in with depression. Grief will have you thinking that no one cares. Grief will have you thinking that no one wants to be around you. No one wants to talk to you. Everyone has left you. Anyone that has ever loved you don't understand you. Grief will have you thinking all that. Grief will also have you wanting someone there, but not at all. You know? So I'm going to talk about the grief. My grief. If anybody on here can relate, shoot me a comment, send me a message, anything. I find myself walking through my home, looking in spaces and places where my mother would be, because that's how she would be in her own home. I was cleaning up the other day, and I was just vacuuming. I have hardwood floors, but I have a carpet area, and I was cleaning up. I was vacuuming, and I didn't move the ottoman out of the way. I just kind of vacuumed around it because that's where my kids had the most mess. It's a huge ottoman. And I could very clearly hear my mother say, if you don't move that thing, if you don't pick that thing up and vacuum up underneath there and get all that trash from under there, it may not even been all the trash. That's just how, you know, it's the things that mom would say. And so I found myself laughing. I'm vacuuming and I found myself laughing. And I'm like, okay. So I moved the entire thing. And sure enough, it was some little candy pieces under there that had rolled under there from the kids. So I just kind of laughed. And so I started putting up my Christmas tree. Don't judge me. But I started putting up my Christmas tree. And I normally like a themed Christmas tree, depending on my colors. I love soft colors. I love a rustic look. I love all of these things, right? So Christmas trees are very, very important to me. Well, Christmas was my mother's favorite holiday. Also, her birthday was 2 days before that. And mama never had like a themed Christmas tree. It used to drive me crazy, honey. She had this green tree with red, green, blue, orange, whatever color ornaments. It just, it used to drive me crazy. And as I'm putting up my tree, I hadn't even bought my ornaments yet because I didn't know what theme I wanted to work on. I needed to go through Instagram and see what the trending thing was and all of that. And I sat back and I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a mama Christmas this year. I'm going to have the kind of Christmas that my mother would have. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to put my whole little beautiful little spin on it. But I'm definitely going to have a mom Christmas. And so I'm going to have the green tree with the frosted leaves and the the ornaments that look like Christmas, and the, you know, just all the razzle dazzle that Christmas has to bring. I'm going to have a mom Christmas because mom is not here with me. And this is my first Thanksgiving, my first Christmas. It was my first Halloween, whatever day without mom. And I can hear her so clearly telling me what her menu is going to be for Thanksgiving, telling me where we are going to be at for Thanksgiving, her volunteering my home for the guests for Thanksgiving. I can hear it. I can hear it playing. I can hear it now. And she would say these things to me over and over and over and over and over again. So as I'm walking through my house, I can hear her. And I can, you know, I couldn't feel her, but I could hear her. And there were small little things that just kind of made me think about her. But that's just what grief does. Next thing you know, I get sad. I get extremely sad because I start thinking about all of these moments that my children will not have with her anymore. And all of these moments that I will not have with her anymore. And it just takes you to a different place. So I had to have a seat. I just sat down for a second. And while I was sitting there, I was like, you know, got to reminiscing, thinking about my childhood, thinking about, you know, family and, you know, what it meant to my mom and what I could do to be more like mom for the holidays. You know, my mom loved a party. Child, she invited everybody, neighbors, dogs, cats, it didn't matter. That's just how she was. But just to pick up where mom left off and continue to do that. Well, I live in a whole new state now, so I'm not back home with all my family. So that makes it really, really difficult. But there are some things that I could implement with my own family and do things with my own family that my mom would do. She's always done those things, always. She always did. And, you know, I just sat back, and so I started smiling again, and I was happy again. I jumped back up, and I ran to the store, and I grabbed these things for the Christmas tree, and I'm starting to put the ornaments and stuff on, and I'm back on Instagram, and I can incorporate my beautiful rustic mom Christmas all in one. I can't wait until it's all done. I don't want to see my credit card when it's all done, but you know, it's a mom Christmas. This is my first one. And so my husband just kind of was like, okay, do your thing. So I'm definitely going to do my thing when it comes to that. But the grief side, I mean, the depression side of it, depression will have you pushing and pulling. Depression will have you feeling like you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not enough. You know what I'm saying? It will have you doing all of these things. Depression will make you feel like you can't get out of bed. You don't want to roll over. You don't want the sun to shine. You don't want to see a new day. You don't. You don't want to see a new day because that's just another day that you got to really try to work through and really try to get through. Depression makes you feel like everyone has left you. You've become so isolated and so withdrawn that you feel like everyone is pulling from you when really it's you pulling back from them. You know, it make you feel unloved, make you feel like no one loves you. And even if they say they do, they don't know how. They don't know why they love you. They don't know, and you don't know why they love you, and you don't know why you love them, and you don't know. And so it places doubt in your mind. And so you feel like, no, they don't. Depression will have you in a room full of people, a room filled with people, good people, and you will still want to disappear. You will still feel as if they don't see you, they don't love you, they don't want you, and you will think that they are not there for you. Somebody will say something good to you and you will block it with something bad about you. Somebody will say something positive to you and you will block it with something negative about you. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very dark place. It's a very, very unwelcoming place. Now, don't get me wrong. It welcomes those who want to be there. It welcomes you with open arms for those that want to be there. But somebody jolly and somebody excited and somebody, you know what I'm saying? Nope. It will not do that at all. It won't welcome them. It only wants the sad. It only wants the weak. It only wants the person that feels hopeless and that feels like they don't have anything left to live for. Depression feeds off of those kind of people. They feed off of those type of emotions. They feed off of that energy so much. I mean, so much. It's absolutely crazy. Depression will make you feel like your kids, like you're not a good enough mother. You're not a good enough father. You're not a good enough friend. All of those things. You have to find it in you to get up, get in the shower, or take a bath. Let the water run into your face. Let the water run down your body. Let the water help cry in the water, if that's what you want to do. You have to let go of what is holding you. It's like bondage. It's as if somebody is holding you so tight. Grief can cause you to feel like you are suffocating. Grief can cause you to feel like you are hallucinating. Grief will have you thinking things that's not even so. It will. Depression will have you thinking things that's not even so. Depression had me thinking I was getting a divorce after I gave birth to my son. Because I slipped away and because I lost sight of me and things and all of that, I just, in my mind, there was a whole thing going. A whole thing going. It was depression. Before and after giving birth. It was so weird. I couldn't shake it. I didn't know how to shake it. No matter what people said, no matter what people did, I did not know how to break a loose from what it was that I was feeling. But I'm going to tell you what's crazy. I was still encouraging people. I was still helping and talking to other people while I was in my own dark space. That crazy? That's so crazy. I was giving people the encouragement that I wanted. Thing is, people was encouraging me. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it because I was so caught up in my own sorrow and my own pain that I couldn't even hear all the goodness that was going on around me. I couldn't hear it. One day, I got up off that couch. I had to win. I owed it to myself. I owed it to my husband. I owed it to my children. I owed it to my family. And I had to win. You cannot let depression take you so deep down where you feel like you are in such a sunken place that you can't get out of. You can't keep pushing people away that want to be there for you because one day they will leave. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It means that they have absolutely no idea how to help you. They have absolutely no idea how to encourage you, how to motivate you, how to lift you up. They don't know because you won't tell them. You'll tell them something's wrong, but you won't tell them what's wrong. I can't help you if I don't know what's wrong. I can pray for you if I don't know what's wrong, but I can't help you if I don't know what's wrong with you. So because depression is such a fine line and people walk it every day, they walk it every day. I'm challenging you to get up. Get up. Stand up. Shake this thing loose that's been holding you all this time. Shake this thing off of you that has been keeping you and holding you and have you feeling stagnant and complacent. Shake a loose of everything that has your mind thinking something other than what it really is. Come back. Come back to reality. Come back to life. I know what it's like to feel like all the color has left your body, has left your life. It's like you're just living in black and white. I promise you, if you just get up and try to push forward, the color will start to come back into your life, into your body, ultimately into your soul. And you will start to rise up And you'll start to see things through new lenses. You'll start to see things that you never saw before. You will see people for who they really are. You will see those that are standing in your face that truly love you and that truly want to be a part of all of your goodness. You would be a fool to think I don't go through things also. That's why self-care is important for me. I have to get time to myself because I can't be 100% there for you if I'm not 150% there for me. How am I going to love you and be there for you and operate better for you than I can for myself? I was giving you guys motivation and here I was just drained. Everything had left me. Yeah, I had a goal. Yeah, I had a mission, but it wasn't a healthy one. It wasn't a healthy one at all. I started to feed off of what I was giving to other people. And I started to say, you know what? You deserve that same goodness. You deserve that same feeling. You deserve that same emotion. And it wasn't something that my husband could fix because he wasn't the problem to begin with. It wasn't something that he could fix. It wasn't up to him to make sure that I was happy. It wasn't up to him to make sure that I was feeling joy. He was doing his part on his end. The big work was inside of me. It's what I needed to do in order to show up, in order to show out. I used to always say that, show up and show out. Well, honey, I couldn't. I couldn't show up. I was laid down and laid out. That's what I was. I was laid down and I was laid out. And I realized that I did not want to be there anymore. And I don't want you to be there anymore. I get it. I know what it's like. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly how you feel. How you are feeling at this moment while you are watching this, honey. You are like, you know what? This is another person. It's Alicia just trying to motivate. I get it. I hear her, but not today. Well, I tell you what. If not today, then when? If not today, then when? And the good part about this is, if you are sitting here watching this, after clicking on this one, more are going to pop up. More goodness, more positivity, whether it's from me or whether it's from someone else or just something random. Honey, YouTube and its algorithm is crazy. Once you type in one thing and the rest is coming. So you will be filled with positivity and goodness. It don't have to just come from me. I want you to get it from somebody, anybody. I want you to have that because I want you to understand what it's like. Men, I want you to understand what that depression feels like. You mask it because you can go to the barbershop, you can go play basketball, you can play the game, you can play your girl, you can do whatever you want to do, you can have sex, you can whatever, but that don't stop that feeling that's inside of here. That don't stop that little boy that's inside of you that is feeling so small. That don't stop that. Just because you're a man, you feel things also. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that you are above emotions. Y'all have emotions. Y'all have feelings. Y'all have all of those things. And I'm here to nurture it. I'm here to embrace it. I'm here to take it on. I have no problem with doing that. No problem with doing that. I have no problem with encouraging you to find the best you. Because you guys get down also. You have a weight of a world on your shoulders, especially good men. Those good men, oh, it's really, really tough. I know a whole lot of good men that's single and by themselves because they can't get out of their own way to allow somebody inside to love them. They assume that everybody is on game and playing and doing all kind of other stuff because of past relationships and past situations and even childhood situations. Okay? I get it. I get it. But I need you to get up. And I need you to understand this thing. I need you to take it on and push through. I need you to. So many people have lost loved ones. So many people have had depression from other things. Mine stemmed from both pregnancy and the loss of my mother. And I know that I'm going to continue to have some bad days. Oh, I know I will, child. People send me old pictures of my mom. People send me old, just all kinds of stuff. My mom has friends now that are passing away. She's just lost 2 friends. And it's like, all over again. I spent time with these women. I love these women. These women love me. They've known me my whole entire life. And it's just like, wow. And so I send flowers on behalf of my family and behalf of, you know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. But I know that shit it will shake your core. It will shake you completely. So don't ever get it twisted. You see me smiling and laughing on social media and all that kind of stuff. Yes, because I'm having a great day and a great moment at that moment. Sometimes, honey, I click that button or I log off and I'm down. But I don't stay there. But I do allow myself to feel. I want to feel all the feelings. I want to feel all the emotions. I want to feel all of that. But I don't allow myself to stay there. I don't. One of the best things my daughter-in-law got me was this Golden Girls mug. Got all the Golden Girls on it. They should have made a black Golden Girls too, but they didn't. It got all my Golden Girls on it. Always look at Dorothy and Sophia now, because Blanche is my favorite. Well, Rose and Blanche. But I look at Dorothy and Sophia now because, and I keep them turned toward me when I'm doing podcasts, broadcasts, anything that I'm doing. That's the way me and Mom used to laugh. As tough as she was, as hard as she could be, she had a mouth like Sophia. She talked crazy. I had to be sassy like Dorothy because I had a mama like Deborah. You know what I'm saying? But we would laugh and we would joke and we would play and we would do all of that. And that's what Mama want me to be. Mama want me to laugh and joke and keep giving y'all all of this. After I would get done doing videos like this, she'd say, child, you was really telling them people. Honey, that message was good. And I didn't even know that Mama be listening to me. She didn't listen to me when I was little. So I didn't even know that she listened to me. But she did. And then other people would get the message to her and tell her things and all of that kind of stuff. And she would just encourage it even more. And what you should have said was, you know, so then that was me cussing y'all out, you know, but couldn't do that. But I just want to encourage somebody to get up and do the things. Those pictures that you have tucked away, pull them out. Those items that you have put aside, pull them out. I put my mama's things where I could see them. It takes a moment because the hurt keeps coming and coming and coming. But I take them out. My mama's not put away. My mother is not to be hidden. My mother was an amazing person that blessed this earth for 66 years. She loved on children. She loved on family. She took in children. She took me in. She took in, you know what I'm like? That's just what she did. She raised her family. She loved her son. She loved her daughter. She loved all her kids. She loved her sisters and brothers and that's just what she did. So I don't put her away. Honey, Mama's, she's all around. She's in pictures. She's in all of that. And I turn around and say, hey, girlfriend. That's what I do. I say, hey, girlfriend, because that's what we would say. And I continue and I push myself. I push myself. Even if I don't want to look up at it, if I don't want to see it, I look up at it anyway, because sometimes she's getting a message to me. Sometimes things can be made so clear in my mind and all that. I'm like, you know what? That couldn't have been nobody but her. And that's the way I operate. You may not operate that way. You may not operate that way. That's okay. That's all right. You don't have to. You don't even have to. I just want you to know that it's okay when you want to. When you get to that place in your life where you can do those things, because it takes some strength. When you get to that place in your life where you can do that, high five. High five. Because you are on the road to getting that depression out of your life. Getting that depression out of your way. Because it'll stay there. And everywhere you go, it'll move right with you. When you move, it'll move. I want you to leave it here. And I want you to move around it. And I want you to move over it. And I want you to move under it until you can move through it. Once you move through it, things in your life will start making sense. You will start being able to heal properly. You will start being able to love properly, appreciate properly, respect everybody, embrace everything. See the goodness in people. See the good in life. I'm not mad at God because my mama's gone. I'm mad I didn't get a chance to call her back like I said I would. But I'm not mad that my mama is gone. My mother's mother is on the other side. Who don't want to be with their mama? Who wouldn't want to see their mama or a loved one? Or who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? So I'm not mad and I'm not sad. I'm not any of those things. I'm blessed. I'm blessed because I had 40 I'm about to say 44. Child, I'm not 44. I'm blessed because I had 40 amazing years with my mama. So depression, regret, pain, guilt, all of those, they can't live in here. You can come visit. You can come visit. I can't tell you what you can't do. You can come visit. But you can't live inside of here. And you damn sure can't live inside of here. You damn sure can't do that. Now you'll stop here first. You'll never get into here. And the reason why is because then I'm stuck. And I'll do whatever I need to do to get unstuck. And that's what I want you guys to do. I appreciate you all. I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester. We will continue to battle through this grief. Good grief. Good damn grief. You know? Good grief. We will continue to battle through this thing, and we will continue to fight depression. We will not allow those things to win in our lives at all. There's no room. There's no space for it. Depression takes up a lot of space. Depression is a bully. Depression will take over everything inside of you and leave you empty. Don't do that. I want you to be on top. I want you to be ready, and I want you to be ready to fight. I need you to do that for me. I need you to do that for yourself, your family, your children, your marriage, your relationship, your situationship, whatever it is that you're doing. Push through. You got this. And so while I continue to do what I need to do, I need you to continue to get your shit together. Talk to you later.